Guys, this old clip from Sister Rise proves that Kody is to blame for the downfall of the Brown family. So guys, in this clip, Kody and the four wives are all sitting together talking about something that Kody and Robin did that really shook the other wives. Christine tells the story of how she found out that Kody had kissed Robin to seal their engagement, and it's clear from the way she talks about it that she was extremely upset about this, and there's a good reason for that, because Christine said that when she found out about the kiss, she freaked out, and she explained that this was because this kind of thing was basically considered cheating in their culture, and before they fell apart, the Browns were obviously a polygamous family, and Kody was allowed to have multiple wives, and he was obviously allowed to kiss them and be intimate with them, but only once they were actually his wives. And in this clip, Christine says that she found it disrespectful that Kody and Robin kissed after they got engaged, because that was basically Robin kissing a married man, and Christine was devastated by this, and she said that none of the other wives got a kiss from Kody before their wedding day, and this makes sense, as this is how, it's usually done in their cultures. So for Kody to kiss Robin before then was actually highly disrespectful, and sure, you could argue that most people do kiss their fiancé before the wedding day, but most people don't hold the same beliefs that Kody supposedly did back then, and he would always go on and on about polygamy and how important it was to him, but then he did something that disrespected not just his other wives, but also his culture in general, and he basically cheated on Christine, Mary, and Janelle. And the worst part is that in this clip, he doesn't even seem that apologetic about it. He says nothing to Christine, and I feel like that's just not right, especially knowing what we know about his behavior later on. And by now, we all know the Brown family's basically completely fallen apart, and after Christine left Kody, it was really just a matter of time, and now things seem to truly be over for the once polygamous family. And the thing is that Kody has made it very clear that he believed that it was his wives who caused the downfall of the family, and in reality though, it's clear that the fault mostly lies with him, and this old clip is a prime example of it. I mean, Kody would always complain about the other wives being difficult and disrespectful, but when it came to it, he didn't hesitate to disrespect them. And like I said, within the context of their culture, he basically cheated on all three of them with Robin, and he had no business kissing her, yet he did it anyway, and it's no wonder Christine was so devastated. I mean, Kody's actions made it seem like he didn't actually care about his wives or polygamy at all, at least if it didn't benefit him in any way. I mean, his actions made him seem selfish and self-interested, which is how most people view him nowadays anyway, but many have described Kody as a narcissist over the years, and I can definitely see it. I mean, the only thing he seems to really care about is his own happiness, and I feel like that's the real reason the family fell apart. It wasn't the other wives who ruined their little polygamous paradise, it was him blatantly ignoring any rules that didn't suit him. But there's more, because in an old Reddit post, one user pointed out something kind of crazy, because it turns out that Kody might have kissed Robin more than once before their actual wedding, and this person said that they were doing a rewatch of the show, and they noticed something that Kody did say in one of the episodes of season 11. So he had to say that when he had his first kiss with each wife, and he said that, with Robin, their first kiss happened in his white convertible at Thanksgiving point. But this doesn't make any sense, because we saw them kiss at the restaurant after Kody proposed to Robin, and that was the kiss that Christine was so upset about because she considered it cheating. But now, it seems like it might not even have been their first kiss or only kiss that happened before their wedding. So I wonder if Christine even knew that, because I feel like she probably didn't, though. And the reason for that is pretty crazy, because when you watch that old clip where they all discuss the engagement kiss, there's one thing that strikes me as strange, and that's Robin's reaction to all of this, because after Christine's done explaining how the kiss made her feel, Robin gave her own take on the situation. To literally no one's surprise, she starts crying because she apparently feels so bad about hurting Christine, and it's honestly just pretty hilarious that this clip is so old, yet you can already kind of see from the reaction of the other wives that Robin does this a lot. And nowadays, Robin is known for her constant tears, but it seems like, this has pretty much always been a thing. But either way, Robin's crying is not really the issue here. It's what she says that doesn't make any sense at all. So Robin basically implies that she was shocked when Kody kissed her after they got engaged, but given what we know about the story of their kiss in the convertible, this doesn't make any sense, because if their first kiss happened then then the kiss at the restaurant could not have been that shocking to Robin, since it would have already been at least their second kiss. And in the clip, Robin made it seem like the kiss was really unexpected, and the implication being that it was their first kiss, but clearly it wasn't. And something about that story just doesn't make sense. But whatever happened, one thing's for sure: Kody did not think about how his actions might affect his other wives at all, and his feelings for Robin were clearly more important to him than his culture or the commitments that he'd made to his other wives. And then again, this isn't really surprising. I mean, we've seen him do this time and time again, and Kody seems to be a pretty good husband to Robin, but he was always the worst when it came to the other wives. And I mean, just think about the differences between his wedding with Christine and his wedding with Robin. And when he was marrying Christine, Kody did not want to be involved in the planning process at all, and he allegedly had difficulties taking time off work or something like that. But then, when it came to his wedding with Robin, he was all in, and that pretty much tells you everything you need to know. And there was also an incident when Christine was in labor. She was literally giving birth to his child, but instead of rushing to be by her side, Kody hung around Robin, kissing her and being all lovey-dovey with her. And Christine needed him, but yet again, he was just following his own selfish desires and stuff. And it's honestly just crazy that even after all this, he was still trying to convince us that it was the other wives who were to blame for the downfall of their marriages. And during the recent tell-all episode, Robin also made some pretty bizarre claims about the other wives, and she said that it was pretty much, their fault that Kody spent so much time with her because they'd handed him to her. And according to Robin, they left him no choice but to become monogamous because they rejected his affection. And that's a pretty crazy claim, considering that we all know that all Christine wanted was some affection from Kody. So I don't think she would have turned him down like that, and that just seems like pure delusion on Robin's side. And plus, it wasn't the other wives who, first wanted out of polygamy. As the old clip shows, Kody went against the practice from the moment he got together with Robin, and there's no denying that he played a huge part in all of the falling apart. I mean, he really was the worst husband ever to Christine, Janelle, and Mary. But what do you guys think about all this? Do you agree that Kody is to blame for a lot of what went wrong in the family? And can you believe that he basically cheated on his wives? Guys, let me know in the comments down below.